Are you thinking about moving to Chapin, South Carolina? Before making that decision, let's talk about what it's like to live there. Hi, I'm Jill Hydrick, your friend and local realtor, and today I'm going to give you an honest look at life in Chapin so you can set the right expectations before making the move. First, let's discuss where Chapin is located. Chapin is a small town in Lexington County, just about 25 miles northwest of Columbia, our state capital. Due to its prime location near the beautiful 50,000-acre lake, Chapin is a close-knit community known as the capital of Lake Murray. This proximity to Columbia and the expansive Lake Murray makes Chapin a convenient and accessible place to live, offering a perfect balance between urban and rural lifestyles. Now, Chapin is not a tourist town, so if you're from a larger city with a bustling food scene, the dining options here might seem pretty limited, but we still have some great places to eat. Suppose you're looking for a casual bite. In that case, you'll love Zorba's Greek restaurant, a local favorite known for its warm atmosphere and its delicious Mediterranean cuisine. For Southern comfort food, head over to Doza Rising Cafe. It's perfect for a hearty breakfast or a laid-back lunch. And let's remember Higher Ground Char House, where you can enjoy a juicy burger and a relaxed, family-friendly environment. Chapin is well equipped with healthcare facilities, including several clinics in nearby Prisma Park Ridge Hospital in Irmo, ensuring that residents have access to quality medical care. Regarding shopping, Chapin offers a blend of charming local stores and convenient retail options. You'll find some essentials in town like grocery stores, pharmacies, and specialty shops. For more extensive shopping, residents often drive to nearby Irmo or Harbison, where you'll find larger shopping centers and national retailers. So while you might not have everything at your fingertips, you won't have to travel too far to get what you need. Chapin is described as a small town gem, but if you're coming from a touristy or larger city, you might find it a bit of a change. Chapin isn't a bustling tourist destination. It's a community that values tranquility, where entertainment options are more low-key and often found in nearby towns like Irmo or Columbia. Sometimes a trip to Charlotte might be even necessary for some of the more prominent city attractions. However, if you're moving with school-age children, you'll be pleased to know that Chapin has a reputable school system with several public and private schools. Now, let's talk about traffic. It's a topic that comes up when we're discussing life in Chapin. Traffic here can be frustrating, especially during peak times like the morning and evening commutes. If you're not familiar with the area, it might catch you off guard, but it's all relative depending on where you're coming from. If you're moving here from a major metropolitan area where gridlock and bumper-to-bumper traffic, they're part of your daily life, you might find Chapin's traffic a bit of a relief. However, a small town's traffic can still feel surprisingly heavy, especially in certain spots. The main roads leading in and out of the town, like Chapin Road, Highway 76, and the area around Interstate 26 can get backed up during rush hours and around the school drop-off and pickup times. And let's not forget the weekends. When folks head out to enjoy Lake Murray or attend local events, that's when you might hit some unexpected slowdowns. But here's the good news. There are ways to navigate Chapin's traffic more smoothly. The key is learning the back roads and getting familiar with alternative routes. These back roads can be lifesavers, helping to avoid the most congested areas, especially during peak times. For instance, many locals use Amex Ferry Road or Wessinger Road to bypass traffic on the main highways. And don't underestimate the power of technology. Making friends with Google Maps or any GPS app that offers real-time traffic updates can save you a lot of time and frustration. These apps can alert you to accidents, constructions, or sudden traffic jams and suggest quicker routes on the fly. Even if it's just getting home from the grocery store, checking your route can make a big difference. So while Chapin's traffic might not be as smooth as you expect from a small town, you can easily navigate it with some planning and some local know-how. It's all about adjusting your expectations and preparing for those peak times. Another thing that often surprises newcomers to Chapin, the bugs. and the heat. Let me tell you, South Carolina summers are no joke. If you're moving here from cooler or drier climates, the intensity of the summer weather might be a shock. First, let's talk about the heat and the humidity. From late spring to early fall, temperatures regularly soar into the 90s and sometimes even the low 100s. But it's not just the heat. The humidity really gets to you. The air can feel like thick and heavy and make it feel even hotter than it is on the actual temperature. This combination can make the outdoors feel oppressive during the peak of summer, especially if you're not used to it. Staying comfortable in this kind of weather means being prepared. Air conditioning is not just a luxury here, it's necessary. Whether at home or in the car or at work, a reliable air conditioner is your best friend during the summer months. Also, staying hydrated, wearing light clothing, and planning outdoor activities for early morning or late in the evening can help you cope with the heat. Now about the bugs. Yes, they're plentiful. South Carolina's warm and humid climate is perfectly breeding ground for all sorts of insects. You'll encounter mosquitoes, gnats, and flies, especially near wooded areas and water sources like Lake Murray. And then there are palmetto bugs, which are really just big cockroaches. But you'll often see them outside and occasionally indoors if you're not careful. But don't worry, there are ways to keep the bugs at bay. Regular pest control is key. Whether you handle it yourself with do-it-yourself projects or hire professional service to treat your home and your yard quarterly. Keeping your home sealed up tight, using bug sprays and repellents, and setting up citronella candles or bug zappers outside can help. It's all about staying proactive. With some routine maintenance and preparation, you'll find that you can manage the bugs just fine. While the heat and humidity can be intense, most locals get used to it and adapt their lifestyles accordingly. After all, those warm summer nights can be pretty magical, especially when you're enjoying them from the comfort of a bug-free patio. While South Carolina's summer weather might take some getting used to, it's all part of the experience, and trust me, once you've settled in, you'll learn to appreciate the beauty of those long, warm days and even the occasional buzz of cicadas in the evening. Something else you'll want to keep in mind when moving to Chapin or anywhere in South Carolina is the annual car taxes. This cost often surprises newcomers, especially if you're moving from a state that doesn't have this kind of tax. In South Carolina, when you register your vehicle, you must pay a personal property tax each year. The amount you owe is based on the assessed value of your vehicle, which can make the first year particularly pricey, especially if you just bought a new car that's high in value. The tax bill can feel a little bit steep, and it's something that you'll need to budget for annually. For example, you might be looking at several $100s in taxes on a newer model car. The exact amount varies depending on exactly where you live. Each county has its own rates. But it's not all bad news. One of the benefits of living in the Midlands and in South Carolina in general is that we don't have toll roads. So while you need to budget for your car taxes, you won't have to worry at all about paying tolls every time you go drive somewhere down the road. This is something I've come to appreciate more and more when traveling outside of the state. If you've ever lived in or traveled through states with toll roads, you know how quickly those costs can add up. Sometimes to the tune of hundreds of dollars a year, depending on how your commute is. So while South Carolina's car taxes might seem like a big expense at first, it's worth considering the money you're saving by not having to stop at toll booths on your daily drives. Another thing to consider is that these car taxes fund local services like road maintenance, schools, and emergency services. So in a way, you're directly contributing to the upkeep of the community you live in, which is a nice thought when you're writing that big old check every year. So while preparing for the annual car tax is essential, it's just one part of the overall cost of living here in Chapin. And when you weigh it against the lack of toll roads and the direct benefits to the community, it's a manageable expense that helps keep our town running smoothly. While Chapin might not be as flashy as some of the other places, there's a lot to do here, from outdoor activities on Lake Murray to local festivals and community events. Though I'll admit, these aren't always the easiest to find. But once you know where to look, you'll see that there's plenty to keep you busy. Lastly, if you're moving to Chapin without family or friends, it can feel a little isolating at first. But this is a friendly community. Getting involved, whether through local groups, sports, or volunteering, can make a world of a difference in helping you feel at home. I'm a firm believer in setting the right expectations when you're researching a move. Chapin is a wonderful place to live, but like any town, it's not perfect for everyone. I hope this video has helped you better understand what to expect. If you have any more questions or you need help finding your ideal home in Chapin, I'm here to help. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more insights on the life in Columbia Midlands. I'll see you next week.